Texas Longhorns, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Florida Gators. Green Bay Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. He's got it inside the 15. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He lets it go on the move. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, 2 top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
Dropping back, it's Manning. He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. Now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
They'll feed the back again. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Longhorns looking to run some tempo here. And the single back takes the handoff. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to third down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
The Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss.
Well, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
This is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Wide open downfield. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. To throw. It's Manning. The pass rush closing in. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks into the clear. Here he goes. They can't stop him. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back as good as we've seen all year with the ability to accelerate through the hole. Positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
looking to throw. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Ball carrier wrapped up, brought down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
No hesitation from the head coach. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Texas.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. And he's got it, no problem. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. On the run, it's Small.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Here's the 2nd down play. To the air, it's Lagway. Running out of time in the pocket. Wow, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 3rd down instead.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Bought some time, now lets it go. This time it's complete. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And that game moves the ball across midfield. 1st down coming up from the 46.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Texas 3, Florida 0.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Lets it go quickly. Pop over the middle. It's Sturdivant. Tackle is finally made, but the game is all the way to the 24.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running around like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT makes the score 7-3. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Trying to get the throw off. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? We'll hand it off. He's in the clear. Here he goes. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Grab behind the line. It's Moore. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Longhorns come up to the line in a hurry up.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind. But look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Looking to throw. It's Manning. Not able to connect. Incomplete. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Quick spin on the run. Defense stops him short of the markers, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Moves out of the pocket. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Pulls it in. It's Clark. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. That gain enough for a Bears set it down, spotted at the 48.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. He lets it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Looking downfield. It's Lagway. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Using his legs. It's Spall. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup and put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Facing second and goal. They'll hand it off. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone. But he comes up short. Now we're looking at a third and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on third and goal.
Direct snap. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Caught in the flat by the running back. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Trying to loft it in there, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Picks up about 5 yards, but it's not enough. Here comes a fourth down now. And now the defense will call a timeout here. But something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. The Longhorns will bring their punt team onto the field. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it on the move. Makes the catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Lagway. He makes the grab. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. One more play before they head to the locker room. Looking for some space. It's Paul. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it deep to begin the second half. And the return starts from inside the 20. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. First play of the second half is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down, but a big play to 46.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Offense operates to the plus 46 after that huge gain. Receiver in motion now. And then first down, right back to the running game. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Throwing up play action. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Touchdown, Gators. This offense really clicking.
Well, a great throw by this quarterback, but let's give credit to the offensive line because anytime you run a deep over route, it takes a lot of time for the execution. The receiver worked from the left side, came all the way over to the right. Quarterback needed time to be able to evaluate that coverage before he made that throw for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And they get him to the ground at the 30. That's where the drive will start. shotgun handoff here. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry out. Scanning the field. It's Manning. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this in the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Breaks into the clear. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on 1st and 2nd down. That's why they needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on 3rd down, but it's still 4th down, and they pick up the first.
Trying for a 4th down completion. The pocket breaking down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the 2nd half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. And he drops back in the gun. On the move now. He's got room to run. Powers through. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that 1st down.
The Gators are in the red zone. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets loose. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And the Gators line up with a 1st and goal. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Back to pass. It's Lagway. The tight end has got it. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to walk after catching the ball.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Here's the option play. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
4th down and goal.
pass up the chip shot field goal attempt. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So the drive will begin backed up at their own 6-yard line. They're going to run it here. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Picks up the first, looking for more.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Inside give now from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air.
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points, and here we are in the 4th quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you've got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. But really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. On the run, he'll let it go. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Boy, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game.
Touchdown, Florida. They continue to roll up the score. We had a short view of the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Going after, knocked right through.
Texas, 3.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Press coverage now from these DBs. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And it's good for a first down to the 36. The Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. Wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
That's incomplete under heavy pressure. Big 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Working clock with the ground game. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14. Well, barring something crazy, Kirk, that should be enough to secure this victory. They came in trying to dodge the upset in this early season showdown, and they passed the test.
This is a great game and a fun way to start the season. And I think the fact that the team that is expected to win wins this football game, they can use that as a confidence builder. And for the team that loses, think about this. Still a long way to go to be able to kind of right the ship and kind of have the season you expect to have.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Handoff from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Looking to scramble. They'll be tackled. They'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Lets it fly to the wideout. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. He could go. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Defense is coming after him. Just gets it away, taking a shot.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
That's solid pursuit. They'll trap him out there behind the line of scrimmage. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And that one's incomplete with just 7 seconds left on the clock.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. He's in the clear. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Texas.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Extra point is good, but it's still a double-digit loss. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected